Yeah. Thank you. Hi. Thanks for coming.
Have a seat, please.
Oh, okay. You didn't see, I did not see.
So for today, what we're going to do is, you are free to ask any questions on property and property investment to Sean. I'm opening up to the floor. You can immediately ask, because we are not going to lecture them, right?
Yep.
To start with, is there any question from the floor? Or Sean, maybe you want to introduce yourself again?
Yeah. Can. I just realized because it has been a while since people introduced me formally. To be honest, very nice to have MC. I got no budget. So for the past few events, it's always me against everybody. I think the best value that I can give is when you have a very personal question, I can answer directly. I don't want you to go through a 3 hours PowerPoint telling you like where can buy, where cannot buy to boost my own ego. What's the point, right? 22 years old. I bought my first property, so it's about 14 years already. 14 years
Can
already.
I guess your age now?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not sensitive about it.
Okay.
But the good thing is, what's great about the experience is I get to witness what property can do. So it's where we build equity. Ultimately, is to build equity. A lot of people think that within 2 to 3 years time, I buy and I sell and I make a lot of money. For that past 14 years, right? Every year also bad one. Now looking back, right? Just thinking about it just now, you just struck my memory. Hey, every year, never 1 year was, wow, property in Malaysia, good Never before.
How is that so?
I don't know. So there's a few things then I realized is when our mindset and our belief system is heavily predicated on who we surround ourselves with. Like if you were to think property is expensive, you are right. If you think property is affordable, you are also right. So a lot of people just now ask me, hey Sean, where are you buying? What do you think of the market? The projects that I want to buy sold out.
So means it's good, right?
But then if I were to say, oh, property will make money, property is good, property will make you wealthy, right? I sound like a guru already.
Yeah.
So, okay, you can sign up my course, 3 days, 1388, for 2 days, only 988. Right, all this kind of thing.
Now he's saying already.
And that was the only format of how I learned or how we can learn property back then. I went to all the seminars. And the goal of the channel is to not let anyone else go through that. That's why I do like 1,000 videos. And now I'm still doing it. And to document everything, right? So the goal for the channel is to document 1,000 properties. Now we are at 340. Yeah, 340 after 7 years. We only visited 340, documented 340 properties. And my investment goal is to own 25 properties or up to 20 million. Halfway there, I cannot tell everybody because I still want to take loans.
Halfway there already.
Almost. I worry people rob me. But rob also no point, it's all debt, right? It's all bank loan. So with that in mind, suddenly the channel becomes like an encyclopedia for everybody to see. And what's
people can refer to, right?
Yes. And selfishly, like for those who watch the channel, 5 years, 8 years down the road, all will come back and say, Sean, you were right. Then I can sleep really. That's all. Besides our parents, no one else outside is a valuable source of teaching any youngster real estate. And if the parents have their hands burned on real estate before, there goes the future for the entire family tree. You know that uncle invest also kena bakar already the tangan. You still want to invest? Yeah. So just because you're older doesn't mean you're better. In my community, there are people with 180 properties under their name. Then at the same time, there are people with 18 members in their family, not even one house. So because of that, only the channel was formed. All I'm saying is the best way that I can possibly provide value today is for you guys to be very selfish in your questions. What you want to ask about anything, just go ahead. Because the thing is this, it might be your first, it might be your eighth. One is for legacy, one is for money making. The answer will be different. I think that's the best way instead of everybody sitting down looking at me explaining a PowerPoint, right? That's what the YouTube channel is for. You see, right? This one I want to plug in. iherng, you can go subscribe. Okay.
So having said that, okay, so so now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm opening up the floor to the question. Any question for the first question?
Yes.
Yes, please. So let me just give you the mic.
Sean, at 22,
Ah.
you already got your first house. Where do you get the money from?
Oh. I like aunties and no bullshit. I was a real estate agent at 22. Yeah, too bad. Yeah, so I have a very harsh parents, a harsh childhood. So they were very stern on me. So I was studying, and the only time, just to dial back right at 22, that time, iProperty merely came up. That time MRT track was still in draft. Just to give everybody context. And at that time, what was the only investment opportunities? Stock market, gold, and properties. Forex borderline illegal that time. No online apps, nothing. Right? Because after I graduate my architecture education, I was supposed to go, because all my classmates go UK. So I thought I can too until I saw the fees. So it's 100,000 for the first year only, 100,000 Aussie dollar. I wanted to go Australia. No money. My father is like, on your own, bro. So the fastest way to make money then, legally, was real estate. And at that time, no rent tag yet. All agents right now, all very legalized. Last time, everybody broke up. Everybody, kopitiam, everybody can sell one. So I was one of the youngest one at 21. So I sold a few factories. So then I got my money. Then I was in a development company already that time. Another cool thing about my first property, right? Everyone told me it was only 10% down payment. So I want to buy a 300,000 apartment in Puchong. I only had 30,000 in the bank. Dear agent, 30,000. Right after that, then the lawyer sent me their fees already. I literally had no money. Sailang already, meaning habis finish all for the... Yeah, then like, wow, dear lawyer, I wait for what? I wait for my next month gaji first. Then after the lawyer fee already, the bank lawyer, wow, another fee. Why can't you all share, man? You all two also lawyer, right? And I tabulate everything. Then I was so broke that after I get the keys to my unit, I need new lights. So last time all the old lights, right? You have 3 pendant. What I did, I cut 3 pendant so I can install 3 lights. I had no money. I do my own painting. I rent out myself. Maintenance, I owe 6 months. Please give me chance first until my bonus only I can pay you. Nobody said that sub-sale is about 17.8 to 18%. Everyone said 10% only. So that is how I realized, right, this real estate thing, nobody is teaching well enough. All got agenda. So that was also the era where they introduced no money down deals. I was the pioneer. Luckily I got no money, if not also, yeah. So that time was the good days where DIBS was involved. There was zero RBGT. Then when you get loan, right, there was no restriction on 70% loan one. Now like first slot, second slot, third slot, right? Last time, all you can buy. All you can buy. So at that era, I witnessed a lot of people make money. I witnessed a lot of people commit suicide also for property. They thought they are God. So, sepandai-pandai tupai melompat. Cik. Bawa pantun pula. So that is all happened when I was 22. Then 23, 24, 25, every year I bought another one.
Every year?
Yeah. Because I know how to play the game already. Until I burn my hands. So on my channel, there was one property that I buy, luxurious bungalow in Johor. That was the bull run in Johor. That time whatever you buy, like confirm make money one. So I was around when Desa Park City was climbing, Setia Eco Park was climbing, Johor was climbing. So Johor, that one I got, and I got burned to an extent where I buy things that I cannot afford. I know how to qualify for the loan because that was the only goal, but I didn't know we need to pay installment one. So there was some error within the calculation because at that time you keep thinking about profit only because for sure win kind of mode. Then when I got the keys, my loan was only 15 years tenure. My monthly installment is 12,000 for 1 out of 7 properties I have that time. My salary only 6,000 only. How? Confirm die one, right? So it was so bad that there was a lot of stories that I need to donate blood just for food. Because per month I spent 380 ringgit only, including petrol. Yeah. Terrible. Again, then when you realize, right, hey, no one actually talks about the bad side of investment. Everyone saying, sure make money, confirm make money, dosa tak beli kan? No, Nobody talk about this. So that's where it led me to start the channel actually. And now, at this current climate, if you look into all the statistical data right now, us being in the industry, we are thinking about property bull run coming already. So there's a narrative that property bull run is coming. 2024 will have the highest value in transaction for the past decade in Malaysia. Data, not Sean say, how I wish I say that it will affect the market, how I wish. But no, really, we are looking at that. That's why this latest budget, nothing that stirs property at all. Because even without stirring, it's already so hot. So last time, other people, hey, property, Sean, you want to buy or no? We give you extra discount. So now, I call back, hey, is the discount still valid? No lah, Sean, dream on You now can sell already. Those in Johor all now hot. For those who are familiar with Johor market, Iskandar Putri, now people are back to line up already. There was one recent launch only, like about 1 month ago only. Tomorrow morning 10 a.m., the night before 8 p.m., people lining up already. My friend is the event organizer. At 2 a.m. rain. People take the storm, wow, against rain for what? Property, not food. That is where I kind of feel terrified because I wasn't born in the era of the bull run, because for the past 16 years of investment, right, every year bad, man. Finally, now you can kind of feel like, now time to buy, time to buy. And my greatest fear for everybody, especially first-time home buyers, is when you buy, to correct a mistake in property investment, it takes easily 15 years. It took me 10 years. I was crazy. It involved blood donating, or swapping for cookies. So, yeah. And I call it very lucky because I did it when I was 22. So at 32, I finally realized, hey, within 10 years, my property appreciated like maybe 30-40%. And I realized for those of my peers at that time bought Civics, confirm like for men, right? Sure, Civic one. If you drive a Civic, you made it already. And 10 years down the road, only I realized, hey, property is not a tool to make money. It's a tool to diversify wealth. Then from there only, there's this thing called refinancing. Only I refinance out where even with the new installment amount, I can cover that with my existing rental and still have surplus. Then extra, I got 100 over 1,000. Then I go and buy new watch. My watch is mine. Not a very good thing, but yeah. But luckily, those make money too. So not financial advice. Don't get into it. Yeah, so that's how my first property kicked in. But what I then again, sorry about a lot of personal stories. I realized because my auntie, uncle, my family, all property investors. And when I started a channel, 25, 26, then a lot of people start calling me, Sean, I want to buy property. Can you see house with me? Okay, best friend go, second best friend go, third best friend go. Enough for friends already. I go to the project more than the agent. Then people only buy projects when they want to get married. That's for men. At 28 to 30, only they realize, hey, without a property in Malaysia, I still don't think that the gentleman will let their daughter marry me. But I got that way earlier. So I'm lucky in that sense. So I have a little bit more room to make mistakes when the property is still cheaper. But my property, that one was 1.8 million. So I went into AKPK. So when I go there, is to help a lot of people to resolve credit card issue. Hey, you overspend relax, your Paris trip, right? Relax. So we drag 10 years for your credit card loan. Mine, when they look into my profile, hey brother, you are the pinjaman 1.6 juta tau. So that's also when I realized what is equity, what is cash. Have a lot of property, not necessarily you are rich, obviously. But yeah, so this one sponsored now, Yeah, so that is how I got into my first property, and everything started from there. Cool fact, until now I still holding it because rental every month extra 500 for very long. It has always been positive since day one I buy. I could have made a better choice, but that time again no one taught me. So that time Cyberjaya was hot. Luckily I didn't buy Cyberjaya. So that was the initial 5 years where I didn't have the YouTube channel. I didn't document everything. But I seen the rise and fall of addresses. Then you see why Cyberjaya turn out like that, why Desa Park turn out like that. Wow, so interesting. Then will Wangsa Maju turn into that? Is there a special formula? Then you match that with my architectural knowledge, development knowledge, investment knowledge. That's why, one question I talk too much, but but yeah, so that's the spectrum that I can provide. Either is it from a buyer point of view, from a banker's point of view. Yeah, because been doing this very, very long. Yep. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering the first question. I think the gentleman at the back, you have a question for Sean?
Wah, ada buku nota lagi.
Kenapa lagi? Panjang ke siaran detail?
Hi, hello Sean. Saman, I'm still a student. I'm still an architecture student just like you. And I'm interested in real estate. Okay. And so like from where I come from, because of my people my age, I'm around 24 years old. From where I come from, my neighborhood, my circle of friends, they don't really know the importance of property or real estate investment. So how can I, as a student my age, can educate them, or maybe Malaysians, young Malaysians, to know the importance of real estate or property investment? That's my question.
The political correct answer is for you to just be kind. The very real answer is for you to demonstrate yourself. Because it's very hard one. Will you trust a gym trainer that is fat himself? You won't come to me for gym advice one. Let's face it, right? Food advice maybe. Right? So, yeah, you won't come to me for fashion sense. For real estate investment maybe. So that is how I always advise people as well. Unless you walk the walk yourself. So to me, at your junction right now, I admire the dream. And you are the exact persona that I create a channel for. How I look back, right? If I'm 24 and I go YouTube, there's somebody sharing selflessly on everything, I will make less mistake. Because I made a lot of mistakes. So that was the goal of it. So I would suggest like to do and walk the path yourself. Sambil buat tu, you document the process of it. How I wish I document my first property purchase at 22 to show you guys the struggle of how I try to lie to the lawyer. Please give chance, my bonus coming in, give her please. Yeah, so it's cruel, but unless you have that in mind. My concern also is, maybe if you're an agent right now, it's for commission with the camouflage of teaching. And this is my exact words for all my other audiences. If people are benefiting from the advices they're giving you, not as genuine lah. Because what you all know is only the project that you all are selling. Harsh facts. So I'm not here to like hurt anybody's feeling. But that is like from an investor point of view. Like agents also know one. So if you're really that positive, that confident about the project, right? Why didn't you buy? Agree? Right? Because I was silent. A lot of people, you Sean always promote Mount Kera, promote Wangsa Maju, promote. Why? Because I got buy, of course. Man. Do I promote because it's good so I buy, or do I buy because it's good so I promote? Different. And the only way that I can somewhat earn money, you guys cannot any form donate money to me one. If not, this will be Balenciagas and I'll be driving a Honda Civic lah. But you get my point. That's why just now the security guard also didn't let me park. Serious. I tried to park in the front where they allocate me. Boss, this one tak boleh VIP punya. Oh, sorry lo. Legit. And this is normal for me. This is normal for me. So I just want to keep it. I don't want to argue, but then it was cool to share this story, right? That's how people look at everybody now in the society. You gotta look the part first. But the thing about real estate investors is you never know how real investors look, because we don't hang our SPA around our necks. If I got double digit portfolio, which I have right now, do I hang all my SPA here? Nah, heavy on my neck. So that's my advice. It must come first from a genuine point of view. Then only it's sharing. And there's nothing wrong with selling, don't get me wrong. If you want to sell, sell. I was a digital marketing, I can make people buy if I want to lah. I will make you buy and thank me, treat me like God. Which is another reason why I started the channel also. There was this project that I was marketing when I was real estate agency marketing department. This old gentleman, after seeing the ad and saw me personally, bro, I'm going to take out my EPF, I'm going to bet on your advice. I told him don't. Luckily, I would have got, I'll sure go to hell one. But the project 8 years already still haven't complete. But the industry is this. Sick project, right? Not so good projects, right? They always give the best commission. Sorry, I keep wrecking agents. No, his question, he asked one. Don't blame him. Yeah, so that's the reality. And because of that, I realized that there's a gap. So now I don't force people to buy anything. In fact, I don't care. That's why you should do your own 3-on-3. You like why you like the project, why you don't like the project. What's the median comparison? If you are paying a premium, why you are paying a premium? Because it's, for example, is this a master plan development next to existing LRT? All the good things I can wrap around this project if I want to. Not like Eminem, but you get the point. Yeah, so that is what I would advise you to do. Have you bought anything yet? Yeah, then how are you supposed to teach others to buy? You can only read about pull-up that much. Can you show people how to pull ups, right? That's my entire analogy. That's why I'm very obsessed with fitness right now. Unless you can bench press 100 kg, don't teach people how to bench press. But I can share my journey of training myself so I can bench press. So I can share the struggles. Okay, you get this thing, you get this thing. How to get credit scores when I'm in my uni, what I can do as a side hustle. Then the first thing after I get my job is to get a credit card, but use it for petrol only, just to build credibility. Before that, I do 20 projects research, which is the Sean 4 basic step. Do all that first before you even get a property. Because before you want to get a property, those are the things that you need to do. Might as well do it first. Then get yourself familiar with all the lingo. Density lah, median price lah, right? All this kind of thing, like other people like don't know one. And unfortunate truth for architectural students also, I should encourage you to go professional. Yeah, I should lah. Like I love architecture. I'm thinking about extending my studies in architecture, but it's for rich people. Really, it's very expensive, no joke. Then go there, go look at concrete. So I can look at myself here. That's how the YouTube channel also came about. So ultimately, if you look into how I study buildings, it's seriously from an architectural point of view. Not so much on facade, colors and things like that. From a program point of view. Like would a 3-bedroom suit this market better or a studio suit this market better? Does the 2.8 ceiling or a 3.1 ceiling feel better? What's the efficiency of the floor plate? All this kind of thing. How does developer calculate profit margin and things like that? Those are more interesting rather than how we are graded on in school. Your building not enough oomph. I don't know what it means until now. Seriously, I go and look back at my lecturer. What do you mean? No, that time say you need to know what it means. Right? Even it sound cool. Yeah, so that's why now I'm back where there's one unit there. Like I think you type C, the one type C, right? The one with the hackable wall one. Amazing. Just with one hackable wall, right? It adds dimension of usage. Still using the shear wall system, but you mix it with temporary structure, you get more versatility for the unit. That is architecture. Marketing also lah, borderline. Right? But I love it. But from an estate point of view, estate agent point of view, your loan can pass. You want to buy or not? All back to money. So that's reality. So this is where you need to transition over. Sooner or later, but to me, enjoy your academic life first. There's no going back. No going back. You will finish your graduation and then you will start paying bills until you die.
That's a fact, okay? Okay, thank you, Sean, for the second question. Now, on to the next question. Anyone else has a question for Sean? Please raise out your hand.
Hi, Sean. So, my name is Emilio. So, before I ask my question, I just want to say thank you very much. You know, your channel has really opened up a lot of questions. Yeah, because I'm also from property line before, right? I was in property developer. I was in property magazine as well. But all these years, I've never put real thought and actionable thought and steps into investments. Like back then, it's always go for property talk, but it's the same no lah. You know, like. Currently, that's also happening in.
He say one, no, I say he say one, no.
So the same no lah. But your style is very actionable steps. So thank you very much for that lah. Okay. So my question is, I'm from this area. I also went to Park College. I send all the videos and content that I consume talking about investments around Klang Valley. Very few or hardly ever the areas of Stapak and Wangsa Maju come up. It's almost Cheras, Bengkara. KLCC or even Jalan Ampang, all this. That Stapak and Wangsa Maju, very few mentions. Why?
Why? Not as sexy.
What was it again?
Really not as sexy. You didn't hear wrongly. Correct. That's for Setapak. Setapak or Setapak? Setapak kan? I last time stay Jalan Genting Klang. Pretty much Setapak. yang rumah I, yang ada orang terjun. Serious, I'm not bluffing. Then there was a time also, like we are schoolmates. So I let them walk, but I got no, again, I'm not bragging about how poor I am, but literally, I need to walk through Danau Kota to Tar Cottage, the second canteen one. Jauh, but still fat, I still don't know why. But yeah, also very familiar with that location, and until today, the problem with Setapak is it's matured and old. So all infrastructure, blueprint, all set already. That's why the roads are smaller. How they control traffic is traffic lights. There's no great things. Until about 1990s, then Melawati was the official first township by Sime Darby. So what is township development? Nobody knows what is township development. And then when you have a new Strata Management Act, you need to designate out the usage of future land use when you launch everything together. Last time, developer launched phase 1, the rest is tak tahu lagi. Now cannot already. Now you need to allocate all usage accordingly already. Then when people kind of have more income already, only they demand for more quality of life. So Sri Rampai has always been this location. So Wangsa Maju's property is highly reliant on the petrol price. Do you know that? A very high correlation to petrol price because most of the Petronas people all live here. What you're so surprised? That's why like the one next to their very first phase, the old project, they get by the floor and when they rent. Well, last time, okay, let's dial back again. Yo, I'm so old this episode. You look back, right? Last time there was only 2 lines of LRT, Putra and Stam. So Putra is the premium one, the prime one, because it connects to all the legit, okay, the rest is also legit, but this one is the high job opportunities location. And you think about it, KLCC, and within KLCC until now, it's still the top 3, at least the top 3 highest rental yield corporate building because it's very focused on their own suppliers and service providers for petroleum only. And there's a rule one. So if you want to be a service provider, your office of a service provider must also be within a certain distance. So all oil and gas people all stay and work there one. Where's the nearest place of residence back then? Wangsa Maju ni. So then that's how this location really boomed. Wangsa Maju then compared to Mont Kiara, I think expats so here has always been a very popular location for the wealthy Malays. So it's a little bit more private, and why people like this is MRL2 again to KLCC. I think when you put Wangsa Maju and Setapak together, then it's a bit harder. Technically, it's not the same. Wangsa Maju is at the upper level. Setapak now you can still buy for 500,000 a lot. Wangsa Maju where got lah. This one 450,000 I got lah, right? Got smaller, got still got . Yeah, and only about 8 years ago when I started documenting this area, we see the crazy mushrooming number of units. Not only by them, they are the master planner, right? They are township, right? So you can see a lot at the surrounding, or the, can I say names? Yeah, a lot lah. Easily there's like 10-12,000 units being completed for the past 8 years. So a lot of people calculate the number of units, but do you calculate the number of highways being built? You got Duke Highway lah, SPE Highway lah, then you have the Gombak Terminal lah. Everything is on this side suddenly. But without all the highlights that you say, right, property price also increased like mad. I used my ex-girlfriend, which is now wife, she stays in Wangsa Maju. So I'm very familiar with this mall. Property price easily doubled for the landed homes, almost tripled. But nobody wants to talk about it, and great news don't spread one. So again, if I were to say property will make money, proof. But if I say next year property will drop, yay! So it's about narration also. Not only Wangsa Maju, if I were to extend a little bit more to Taman Melati, Taman Melawati, all the same. Along this, it's only going up because of the level of infrastructure. Last time nobody wants to come here, for people in Subang don't want to come here because there's only MRR2. Now with Duke, with all these new highways, wow. That's why I'm surprised. I told our friend, hey, you are not marketing enough By not marketing, phase 1 sold out Imagine with marketing, it's like me asking for more job like that Please hire me. but you get what I mean? And that is almost similar to our prospect about property market in Malaysia. Imagine an interest revision downwards. US drop interest rate. Imagine, I don't think it will happen, but imagine interest rate drop. You think the market will explode, you know? So yeah, you get what I mean? But all the pocket land developments around, if you look right, all the sales numbers all 100% without much highlights. So I have this brand new theory because now I've been doing this series with my friend Mr. Faisal Rizwan. So they have their own research team which is solid. Kasihan they all wholly look at data, transaction data, median price, rental rate, past transaction price, when launch price, all dig, they all dig. So I just go there and study. So nice. So what we found out is locations within older community, the apartments, right? So this is like a tier 2 location. Tier 2 location means your rental will not go up to 5,000 yet for an apartment. It's not common, right? But if you think about Mont Kiara, why I like Mont Kiara a lot, because rental easily close I 5,000. My unit rent out 5,000. My neighbor rent out 5,500. So I'm an idiot. So this is not tier 1 yet, but tier 2 means it's heavily popular on local community. So who stays around the high rises here? The offsprings of their parents who stays around here. They want their children to stay nearby. Don't move too far lah, right? Please lah, right? Every weekend you can come back and eat ma. Oh, no money ah. I'll buy one for a pay down payment for you lah. And guess what? That's my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is a purchaser of their phase 1 queen. And Coco can buy. Yeah, close eye buy lah. Right? That time really close eye buy. Sure make money one. And now, I'm such a property investor. It was me, okay? Then to your theory, so but if you think about it, right, at this price range, now then you will have a lot of other choices in the market. But ultimately, the location relevance, if you are staying around here landed, right, your kid wants to move to Mont Kiara, so far man. Here also got apartment. Here got whatever, just every weekend I can still see you. They will never come back anyway, but right? Yeah, so no money, never mind one. Daddy got. How I wish my father can say that. You know my father penalized me for my first property. I buy my first property. Wow, now big boy already, no need to ask me for my opinion and you buy, so rich you go pay for your own masters. Legit. But luckily I smart, I got scholarship for my masters. Yeah, but now the narration is, I will just print, just now before I want to come up, I'm printing screens of 2 perspectives. One is my parents bought me a property that I don't like it's a problem. I don't know how it's a problem. So then the other is, I want to buy property for my children. Where should I buy? So in this generation, a lot of old money is trying to help the younger crowd. So for younger crowds, then it's about an ego thing. I don't want to take mommy's money. I want to do my own. Take first, then do your own also lah. Right? Why? I would make money then it return back lah. So that's the narrative right now, and that's a huge market for this location. You think about it, right? A lot of rich people here. You go to the mall, then now I just walk around, right? You go and count the amount of Cayennes. I guess it's a very local market-driven location, therefore it's not as hot. It's like Subang. It's like OUG, not as hot. So hot ones are like what? Desa Park City. When it's so hot, right, it's not for you already. Yeah, that's my take lah. Great question, man. Wow, so deep. When you explain so deep.
It's okay. I did something new.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so okay. You have another question here?
Yes, let's go.
You may have a drink first.
No, I do this for 5 hours, so let's go.
Don't worry, I'll watch the clock for you.
Been watching you about real estate in Malaysia, and I learned a lot from your content from YouTube, and I want to thank you for sharing your knowledge and experience, because I always watch Western, never been into Malaysia market.
Orang mamat ni.
But for you, I'm really into real estate investing in Malaysia.
Thank you. I takut I tengok you punya nota.
So my question is, what do you think of Malaysia's upcoming economic boom with foreign investors, data centers, expats coming to Malaysia for job opportunities, etc. Blah blah blah. How will it affect residential markets in terms of investment point of view in Malaysia?
Will it affect the market? I think it's good. Okay, so not I say one. If you look into the newspaper for the past 8 months, right, no one talks about oversupply anymore. It was always oversupply since the first day I buy my apartment 16 years ago. Oversupply property, overhang, right? No matter. So newspaper write what's hot. Now if you look at it, right, like based on your question, like what FDI hot is all headlines. Nobody actually calculate how many square footage actually people buy in terms of land. So for me, I call my friends, like I call my friend here, call my friend there, hey, how much land you all sell? To Microsoft, how much you all sell? Or how many factories, who was buying the factories? Yes, market is improving, but then should that affect your decision of buying? No, because it will make you into this zone of FOMO, fear of missing out. That's why now I'm actually making more content in preventing youngsters to make harsh decisions, thinking that sure make money, because I've been there. But the unfortunate truth is when you go into property, it's like, wow, this one about 80% sold, that one left 10 units, that one sold out, that one sold out. I think, if not mistaken, this is the only one with units left around this address. You don't buy Like in that mindset, right? I'm not saying not buy, I'm saying that buy after making all the informed decisions. That's all I'm saying. Don't buy secara tiba-tiba. I pergi Lotus sekejap, come out, I buy a new house. Which is very common. That's why a lot of roadshow sales happens in Lotus. Beli sayur, beli. Oh, got property, where? There, okay lah. Booking, no need, booking, I check my loan, okay lah. So many. And that's how people buy properties. But when they buy car, whoa, they know more than a salesperson. I even know your commission. Give me half of it, only I buy from you. I'm more payung lagi, touch and go lagi kan. So yes, property market will be a reflection of the economy, but I don't think it's all. I don't think it's the entire Malaysia. So for us being in KL, so it's a blessing. It's a direct reflection of the economy. Then like locations of Johor, locations like Penang, all those are also coming up strong. The unfortunate truth is we only have ability to buy one or two at most. So that's average Malaysian. How many people can buy 25? With that in mind, it's good that you are very interested in it, but the more you're interested in it, the more you need to make the informed decisions. Only you can really capitalize on this opportunity. So we even shared like what I would do. Like just now a lot of people asking me what am I doing right now. Okay, let's first talk. If I got no money, I only buy new projects, then you do your own research. If you got somewhat savings or capital, right, I will go for completed unsold or sub-sale. Why? Because if I buy a completed one, it takes about 6 months for the transaction to go through. It takes another 6 months for the unit to be completed and rent out. Then with that 6 months of rental transaction, I can prove to the bank that this is rental income for me, categorize that as my income to get my second loan already. So every 9 months I get to buy one. So when the bull run happens, one property makes about 80 to 100,000. If you got no money, too bad, at least be in the game. Once foot in the game, you buy something that you hand over, and that's the trouble for a lot of people. Yes, I made money on paper. So the greatest fear for a lot of 50, 60-year-old right now, right? I sell already, I cannot buy back. They dare not sell their house. And what that leads to? Scarcity. Property price continue going up. Again, nobody wants to talk about it. Right? So, you make a lot of money, you sell and say, cannot sell. Dare not sell. Sell already. Okay, so let's say this landed around here, terrace house is about 1.6, 1.8 million, 24.75, right? You sell, you stay where? So okay, you stay in Subang. Again, Subang is worse. You go and see SGCC. So sub-sale in USJ is about 800,000, 22.75. At 800,000 is a 2-bedroom apartment in SGCC. Which one do you buy? So again, so now if you go through the channel, then you know what you should look at. Is it for investment, or you want to get married, or you have a steady job, or what's your mode like? Not everyone should go for 10, 20 properties, right? Not everybody. But at least my goal is for every Malaysian to have 3 in your lifetime. 30 buy 1, 40 buy 1, 50 buy 1. One for own stay, one for investment, for cash flow, one just in case. Just in case is maybe your kid is a genius. Like, do you know now dentistry is about 1.3 million to study dentistry? I need to sell 2 properties to afford that. Then my wife go and buy the stethoscope for him. Then he's like playing doctor now. Daddy, I look at you. Are you sick? No. Don't. I am not sick. Don't play this kind of game, okay? Don't study medicine. I cannot afford. Please. Now, numbers. This one in, this one out. How much you make? Yo, study medicine, siao. Yeah, so, and the other, that's my mode. So if you have 3, at least when you are in your 50s or 60s, you have options. And averagely in Malaysia, again back to statistics, right? For the past decade, if we aggregate year on year, Malaysia's property appreciated about 3.8 to 4.2%. Average, means if you bought tikam je, you will make about 3 to 4% a year. But why still a lot of people lose money? Means their investment skill set is below average. Because they do not look at data, they believe it could feel. That's the sickness of Malaysians. Malaysians buy property, it could feel. And you know a lot of properties actually are sold without site visits. A lot of my friends buy property, hey, where's the property? Somewhere there lah. What is somewhere there? How you access the site? Somewhere there lah. Again somewhere there, and they can buy one. And it only gets worse when you for sure think and assume it will make money 5 years down the road. Nobody talks about bad properties losing 40% or uncompleted properties. So the cost of mistake, nobody wants to tell you. So that's when you make informed decision, it just hedge against all that risk. Right? I just made your question very complicated. Okay, let's paint. I like to do this. Worst case scenario. You buy one project at 800,000. Once you get the keys, then it becomes an auction fiesta. But your loan is still based on 800,000. Every month you bleed 2,000 or 1,000 plus, assuming your rental can cover initially. You pay after 10 years already. After you sell the property, you still owe the bank money because your loan is still 800,000. You pay 10 years already, right? Guess what? Your loan is still about 800,000, maybe 760, a little bit. Because all interest paid. Market price 600,000 only. You sell already, you still owe the bank 160,000 after bleeding every month for the past 10 years. Assuming 1,000 is 240,000 there. What about opportunity cost? Jing, jing, jing. So, good point. Make money, use business. After got money, only deploy money to make money via different vehicle assets. You know what I mean? So don't expect property to for sure make money. So that's my greatest fear. If you understand that, then I'm home run already. I can go back already. Yeah, so that's the main point. A lot of people still assume that property is a for sure win. There are just too many aspects to that. Like for me, when I invest, I don't count. I assume all my properties zero capital appreciation. So means the first day I buy, rental can cover installment already. So every year there will be just my expenses is 1 month agent fee. So I work once a year for the next 30 years. So for the next 30 years, I will own this property entirely. And how much did I pay? 30 months of agent fee for 30 years. And then when I got 20 of them, ta-da! So I bet on that. I don't. So if there's capital appreciation, bonus. But so far this rule, because of such rule, all the properties that I bought all make money. It's because when you forecast capital appreciation, suddenly you are blinded with the rental yield, you are blinded with median price. Get it? So that's why I don't answer your question. Oh, guarantee 6%. I want to be the realist among this market, right? Because we also did an episode for my celebration 2 weeks ago. What's going to happen for this bull run? There's going to be a surge of property guru ads teaching you how to invest. Just like crypto. How I make 300,000 with only one property. Come and learn from me. Sure, a lot, man. Then suddenly you are king of Subang Jaya. I'm king of Wangsa Maju. A lot, man. And when that happens, suddenly from people who don't really know about property, that's their exposure. For sure make money, and that's why I go in. And all get burned. And this joker here make 1,000 videos already, telling you not to buy before your research. Just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Right, thank you, Sean. Okay.
Thank you so much again, Sean. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Sfera Residence. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yay.